I guess I'm not doing my hair today. So, hi friends, it's Deb. I am doing my July update for the Eyes project pan. Eyes stands for Enjoy Your Eyeshadows. I created this project this year because I don't do pan that palette, I don't do panless eyeshadows, I don't do project level up, I don't do any eyeshadow focused projects, and I wanted a project that was very laid back, had no rules, and was just a way for me to share what I'm using. Each month I am doing a peek and a pit where I just tell you either what my favorite look was, favorite brand, favorite palette, etc. And then I'm giving you my pit. What was my least favorite to use? And I did not update in June. Basically, I didn't really wear makeup in May, June, and then I took some time off. I don't think that I will have an update going up in August because I will be on vacation. If I have some looks done, if I do looks on vacation, I will be sure to take pictures and then maybe do an update. It would be late, but for now I'm saying no update in August. So this is kind of June, July, August update. Okay, rules, use that term loosely, are in the description box, along with links to everybody else's channel who has joined me in this. A group of people this year are panning the Norvina palette. I am not, but I'm using it, we'll call it my focus palette. So we'll take a quick peek at that. It's disappointing, I can promise you that. Okay, let's just get into the looks that I did. The first look I'm going to talk about is on the 17th of May. I did this blue look. I used the Beauty Bay Midnight palette. There we go. The 16 color palette. And I just went in and just grabbed some of the blue shades in here. And honestly, they were really lovely to work with. I am really enjoying Beauty Bay's eyeshadows a lot. And I'm really, really happy that I picked up a few palettes when they had their big sale last year. Was it Boxing Day, perhaps? Anyway, I used that. Then I took the BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles, and I went in with that matte white for my inner corner, which is kind of what I've been doing in all my looks lately. Really enjoy how that looks. I took my blue single. Which one was this? Oh my goodness. And the picture that I'm showing does not do the shadow justice, which is a real bummer because the shadow, this is, oh man. You're like, sure it is. This is from Glaminatrix and it's called Moss. And I would give you a swatch, but I don't want to waste any of it. It is just, I'll give you a swatch. It is stunning. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. And then I just used Urban Decay's Roxy liner underneath my lash line, and I have really been enjoying Urban Decay liners, and this one, the color is stunning. That is Urban Decay Roxy, and that was my look. And I struggled with my lashes on that day, and you can see that one of my lashes is not where it's supposed to be, but we're gonna act like it is. So that is that for that look. I really loved how this one turned out. I wish you could see more of the blue flip on camera, but dang, that's a look I would recreate again. The next look that I did was on the 13th of June. I did kind of my standard purple look, but I did not use the Menagerie palette. I went into the Norvina palette and I used the setting shade for my brow bone. And I'll tell you what, I hit pan in this finally today. So we'll consider this my update for this. This is July and I hit my first pan in this palette in the setting shade. Go me. Then I took Soul and just worked this into my crease. Then I went into the Nomad Fils de Provence palette. I say that hesitantly because I cannot remember how to pronounce this. And I went into the purple and yellow shades in here, and oh my gosh, this palette, I'm trying to not blind you, but this palette is so lovely. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun working with this, and this was my first time dipping into here, so it was nice. Then I did kind of what I would normally do. I used a bunch of liners and some toppers. I took Urban Decay's Love Drug, which is like this burgundy color, and I went all along my lash line until right in here in the little inner part right on the bottom. And then I took Eternal Sunshine from About Face, and I just put that right here in that little spot right here, and then I covered it with some yellow eyeshadow. On the very inner corner, I used ColourPop's Extra Frosting. It is the lightest yellow. It's in a project pan, and I spent over 30 minutes looking for it today. I have no idea where it went. It's blowing my mind. I have no clue. It's gone. Anyway, that is how this look came about. Oh, and then I topped it. That's not how this look came about. Then I topped it with my Fruit Lighter and Pitaya from Cleona and some Ice Dream from ColourPop. And this look was stunning. And this was my first time doing makeup in, I think, a month. Almost a month. Danny and I were FaceTiming, and she just said, hey, do you want to get up and do your makeup? I was just laying in bed feeling sorry for myself for not being productive, and she said, get up, let's do a face. So I did, and this is the look I created, and I really enjoyed it. And then I was kind of bummed that I wasn't finishing it off with lashes and everything, but yeah, I liked it. A few days later, on the 19th of June, I needed to film for the first time in a while. So I wanted to do a look that I knew I liked and that I knew looked good on camera. So I just did my standard purple look. Started the same way. I started off with the Norvina setting shade, the crease shade, and then, you know, I went into my Nomad Flight Club palette. In fact, on my shade I wrote Menagerie Flight Club per usual. And when I use this palette for my purple look, I always take these two shades here and I mix them for the crease, and then I'm making a huge mess, this one on the outer part of my lid, one of these two on the inner part of my lid, and this time, instead of just going straight in with Pitaya and Ice Dream, I wanted to know what would happen if I used glitter primer. So I put on some NYX glitter primer, and then I topped it with Pitaya and Ice Dream, and it took a look that I normally love, and it made it 10 times better. I didn't even know that was possible. The look was phenomenal. Then I finished it out the same way. Put the dark liners on the bottom, yellow on the inner corner, and it was done. But I did do lashes that day, which I think lashes just finish off a look, and it was good. And I really enjoyed when I was editing later seeing this look in my videos. It was a win. On the 29th of June, I was just in a mood just for some orange. It's not a color that I am really comfortable with, but the couple of times that I have done orange looks, I really like how they turn out. And I have gray eyes, and I think orange just like makes them pop, similar to how they do with blue eyes. It's just a color that I really enjoy with my eye color. So I went in with the Nomad Cartagena Magica palette, and I used these middle three to create my look, and it was beautiful, and I just had such a good time again playing with this formula. These are the only 2 times that I've used Nomad palettes, and oh my god, it was such a joy. On the lower lash line, I did the same thing with my liners. I went in with Urban Decay's Love Drug under almost all of it. On the very inner corner on the bottom, I did the dark yellow from About Face in Eternal Sunshine, and then I topped it with a yellow from the palette. And then on the very inner corner, I just did the BH white shadow, and I loved this look so much. It was pretty. It's definitely one that I would recreate again. And I also did a look without using Pitaya or Ice Dream. So I feel like I get extra points for that. On July 1st, I didn't really have a plan. I just came in here and was like, you know what? I'm going to play around for a little bit. And I had recently rolled in some new items into a couple of projects, and I decided I would just try them out and just see what I thought. So one of those was using the Black Mirror paint pot from MAC, which is just the black, as my eye base. And that's actually what I have on under my look today. And it really makes things pop. It really does. So I used that. And then I went in with the Hella palette from Odin's Eye. This is probably the top palette in my collection. I absolutely love it. And I just used this like chartreusey green in my crease. And then on my lower lash line, well, let me finish the upper first. And then I took the ColourPop Super Shock in Sure Thing. I do have this on again today also. And I put that over most of my lid. And I used NYX primer glue before I put this on, and it really popped, but it was missing just a little bit of something. So I came back into the Hello palette and I took this color here called Fluorescence. Yes, I gotta swatch her for you. So stinking pretty. It's like a toxic yellow. She's delicious. And then on my lower lash line, I did the Marc Jacobs Earthquake that I just rolled into a project. I used the Urban Decay 24/7 in Zero in my tight line and waterline. And then I took this. Oh, this one is nasty. This is from About Face, and it's called, I always forget the name of this one, Electric Slime. Yes, that's the perfect name for this one. Look at this liner. Right there. It is just, she's ugly. She's, in just the best way. This is like the best color. I mean, that's probably the color of my soul. Oh, freaking delicious. So I put that just on the inner part and then topped it with the eyeshadow from the Hello palette. This whole look was fire. It was so good. Today I recreated, so basically that's the look for July 1st. Today is July 6th. I did almost the exact same look. Almost. Except after I got done with my my look, I wanted to try to match it a little bit closer to my nails, and I could not figure out how to get it there. So I pulled another single, two more singles. This is IMP from Cleona. I put that kind of on the outer half. And this is Iceberg from Cleona. Wait, did I say this was Cleona? This is Glaminatrix. Just kidding. This is Cleona's Iceberg. Here, I'll swatch these for you. So pretty. And then when I was done, I was like, I don't know. Does it need something else? Does it need something else? Of course it needed some Ice Dream. So I just tapped that on maybe like the inner third. And yeah, you know, I can definitely tell the difference between how the two looks turned out. The one on the first definitely is more like with that like acid green color. It's a little dirtier. And the look today, I definitely tried to make just more green. And in fact, when I went in with liners today, I took the ColourPop liner in Icebreaker, which is kind of like this mint color right here. And I did the whole inner part right here and kind of brought it up into my inner corner. So yeah, and then I topped it, of course, the inner corner with the white from the BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette, threw on some lashes, and here we are. Which leads me to my peak and my pit. Now I'm torn because initially for my peak, I had written down just Nomad as a brand because I had so much freaking fun working with those palettes. But then talking about these freaking eye pencils, like this one here just does something to my soul. So I'm going to say Nomad just as a brand, but as a singular item, I'm going to choose this liner as my peak. And my pit, without a freaking doubt, is the ColourPop liner in extra frosting, and I can't find it, and I don't care. Excuse me, if I lose this one, I'm repurchasing it like before I even look everywhere, like just to make sure I have it. My ColourPop liner, I'm bummed because it's in a project, but like I'm also not bummed because maybe it's just meant to be, which means I'm gonna find it later. So there's that. Anyway, that is what happened. In the comments, let me know what was your favorite look. What was your favorite part of a look? Do you agree with me on this liner? Are you inspired to buy it? I got this at Ulta. I think, is this Halsey? Is that her name? She's a singer, I know that. She started the line and I was like, I don't know, another celebrity line, but like, I have 3 of her liners now, and I just love them because they're not just like your standard colors. Like, they're bringing something unique to my collection, and oh boy. Anyway, I think that's it. So I'm going to wrap this up. This is a refilm. The first time I filmed this, I didn't have one of my printouts in front of me, and I went by memory, and I completely lied about the entire look. And you guys wouldn't have known, but I would have known, and that just made me feel icky inside. So here we are, refilming again. It's 9 p.m. I still got some more to go, so I am going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe and stay. Subscribe. I didn't say unsubscribe, I said subscribe. Okay, anyway, I love you a lot, and I hope you're having a really good day or night. I love you. I already said that, but I do. Okay, bye. Oops. I smacked my spade. This is... such a professional. Professional. This is why I lose all my subscribers. Oh shit. Well, that, and I have a potty mouth and chaos and